They didn't know who they were messing with. The morning sun blazed down on a busy roadside checkpoint, where a 62-year-old man named pulled over on his roaring black motorcycle. With his weathered leather jacket, faded jeans, and silver beard, he looked like just another biker to the officers. But what they didn't see was the small stack of official documents he carried: his military service papers, discharge certificates, and proof of being a decorated war veteran. As Raymond handed over his license and registration, one of the younger officers smirked, muttering something under his breath. When Raymond calmly mentioned his veteran status, the officer rolled his eyes, grabbed the papers, and carelessly tossed them onto the ground. The crisp breeze scattered the documents across the asphalt as passing cars whooshed by. A few even landed in a muddy puddle near the curb. Raymond stood still, his face unreadable, as the officers laughed and told him to pick up his trash. But what they didn't know was that a nearby driver had been filming the entire thing on her phone. Within hours, the video hit and gathering millions of views. Viewers were outraged not just at the disrespect but at how they treated a man who had risked his life for his country. News outlets picked up the story, and within days the officers found themselves under investigation by. Meanwhile, Raymond stayed quiet. He didn't give interviews or demand apologies, but 1 week later, he rode his motorcycle to a crowded city square where hundreds of veterans and supporters were gathered, holding American flags and signs calling for respect for servicemen. Raymond slowly stepped onto the stage, raised his worn military badge, and simply said, "I served so they could have the freedom to make mistakes. But respect is something we all deserve." The crowd erupted in applause, and even some police officers stood among them, saluting with tears in their eyes. And those officers who tossed his documents? They learned the hard way that you never judge someone by appearances, because sometimes the quietest people carry the loudest legacies.